Welcome to Life Theory's lesson on 15 signs you're a beta female. We all know that being a strong and independent woman is something that we all strive for. However, sometimes we might find ourselves falling into habits that are holding us back from reaching our full potential. In today's lesson, we're going to explore the 15 characteristics that define a beta female. We'll examine each trait and see how it impacts our lives and relationships. Get ready to take an honest look at yourself and discover if you have any of these characteristics. Don't worry if you do, as we'll also provide some tips and tricks to help you overcome them and become the best version of yourself. So let's get started. Number 1. Lack of assertiveness. A beta female often lacks assertiveness and tends to shy away from taking a stand for herself. As we navigate through life, it's important to identify our strengths and weaknesses and be aware of the traits that define us as individuals. Today's lesson is all about recognizing the signs of a beta female. A beta female is someone who lacks assertiveness and struggles to take a stand for herself in various situations. Join me as we explore the 15 characteristics of a beta female and learn how to overcome these traits to become the best version of ourselves. The first sign of a beta female is a lack of assertiveness. Beta females often struggle with speaking up for themselves, whether it's in a professional or personal setting. They may shy away from confrontation and avoid conflict at all costs. For example, a beta female may have trouble expressing her opinions during a team meeting and may allow others to dominate the conversation instead. It's important to remember that assertiveness is a learned skill, and it's never too late to start developing this trait. A beta female can start by practicing speaking up for herself in small ways, such as saying no to a request that she's uncomfortable with or stating her opinion in a group discussion. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but with practice, it can become a natural part of her communication style. Being assertive is an essential trait that allows us to communicate our needs effectively and stand up for ourselves when necessary. When we lack assertiveness, we risk being taken advantage of or being overlooked in certain situations. By recognizing this trait in ourselves, we can start taking steps to improve our communication skills and become more assertive in all areas of our lives. Number 2. Avoids confrontation. She tends to avoid confrontation and is unable to stand up for herself when faced with challenging situations. A beta female often avoids confrontation, whether it be in personal or professional settings. She may feel uncomfortable expressing her opinions or needs, and instead, may try to keep the peace by going along with what others want or staying silent. A beta female may have a colleague who consistently takes credit for her ideas in meetings, but instead of confronting the colleague, she may stay quiet and let it continue to happen. This can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment, but the beta female may not know how to assert herself and speak up. It is important for a beta female to learn how to handle confrontation in a healthy way. This may include learning communication skills, setting boundaries, and building confidence. By avoiding confrontation, a beta female may miss out on opportunities and may not be able to achieve her full potential. Avoiding confrontation may seem like an easy way out, but it can hinder personal and professional growth. Learning how to handle challenging situations in a healthy and assertive way is crucial for success. Number 3. Indecisiveness. Beta females often struggle with decision-making and can be seen as hesitant or unsure. Indecisiveness is a common trait among beta females, and it can have a significant impact on their personal and professional lives. When faced with a decision, they tend to overthink and analyze every possible outcome, making it challenging to come to a conclusion. This indecisiveness can lead to missed opportunities or being taken advantage of by others. Beta female may struggle to decide which job offer to accept, and instead of making a clear choice, she may ask others for their opinions or spend an excessive amount of time weighing the pros and cons of each offer. In doing so, she may miss the chance to accept a great opportunity or delay her career advancement. Indecisiveness can also be detrimental in personal relationships. For example, a beta female may struggle to make decisions about her future with her partner, such as whether to move in together or get married. Her partner may become frustrated with her inability to make a decision, leading to tension and potential relationship problems. The key to overcoming indecisiveness is to trust oneself and have confidence in one's ability to make the right decision. Beta females can work on developing their decision-making skills by setting clear goals, analyzing the pros and cons of each option, and trusting their instincts. Seeking advice from trusted friends or mentors can also be helpful in gaining a different perspective on the situation. Learning to be decisive can lead to increased self-confidence, better opportunities, and stronger relationships. Beta females should focus on building their decision-making skills to help them navigate life's challenges with more ease and effectiveness. Number 4. Insecure. They often lack confidence in themselves and their abilities. A beta female is often plagued with insecurities that stem from a lack of self-esteem and confidence. She may constantly seek validation and approval from others, as she does not trust her own judgment. This lack of self-confidence can manifest itself in various ways, such as constantly seeking reassurance, feeling jealous of others' successes, or being overly sensitive to criticism. For instance, a beta female may feel anxious about taking on a new project at work or feel intimidated by a colleague's success. She may struggle with imposter syndrome, constantly doubting her own abilities and feeling like she does not belong in her current position. This insecurity can lead to self-sabotaging behavior, as she may shy away from taking risks or speaking up for herself. It is important for a beta female to address these insecurities and work on building her self-confidence. This can involve practicing self-care, such as engaging in positive self-talk and setting achievable goals, seeking out constructive feedback and support from others, and challenging negative beliefs and thought patterns. Develop a strong sense of self-worth and confidence in order to reach your full potential. By recognizing and addressing these insecurities, a beta female can start to build a more positive self-image and become more assertive in her personal and professional life. Number 5. Seeks approval. Beta females seek the approval of others and can be overly concerned with what others think of them. Number 5 on our list is that beta females seek the approval of others and can be overly concerned with what others think of them. Beta females tend to be people pleasers and will often go out of their way to make sure that others like them. They may also have a fear of rejection, causing them to seek validation from others. A beta female may be hesitant to express her true opinions in a group setting because she's afraid of how others will react. She may also struggle with setting boundaries and saying no to others because she wants to avoid disappointing them. It's important to note that seeking approval from others isn't necessarily a bad thing. We all want to be liked and accepted by those around us. The key is to strike a balance between caring what others think and being true to ourselves. Being aware of this trait is the first step in breaking the cycle of seeking external validation. As a beta female, it's important to learn to trust yourself and your instincts. This means being confident in your decisions and not second-guessing yourself based on the opinions of others. Learning to set healthy boundaries is also crucial. This means saying no when you need to and not feeling guilty for putting your own needs first. By prioritizing your own well-being, you'll gain more self-respect and confidence. Seeking approval from others is a common trait among beta females. While it's important to care about the opinions of those around us, it's equally important to trust ourselves and not let the fear of rejection hold us back. By learning to set healthy boundaries and prioritize our own well-being, we can break free from the cycle of seeking external validation and become more confident in who we are. Number 6. People pleaser. They may be more concerned with pleasing others than with meeting their own needs. Beta females often have a hard time putting themselves first and are more concerned with pleasing others than with meeting their own needs. They may constantly seek validation from others and have a difficult time saying no to requests or demands from others. This tendency to be a people pleaser can lead to feeling unfulfilled, anxious, and overwhelmed. Beta female may find herself saying yes to a friend's request to help move apartments, even though she has a busy work schedule and had other plans for the weekend. She may feel obligated to say yes to avoid disappointing her friend, despite the inconvenience it causes for her own plans and schedule. It's important for beta females to recognize the importance of prioritizing their own needs and setting boundaries with others. By doing so, they can reduce stress and anxiety, feel more fulfilled and empowered, and have better relationships with others in the long run. It's important to strike a balance between meeting your own needs and being there for others, without sacrificing your own well-being in the process. By doing so, you'll find that you have more energy and motivation to pursue your goals and build fulfilling relationships with those around you. Number 7. Overly emotional. Beta females can be overly emotional and may struggle with managing their emotions. Beta females tend to be highly emotional individuals. They can experience a range of emotions, from joy to sadness, and they may struggle with controlling them. These women are often sensitive and can be easily affected by others' emotions. They may become upset or emotional over small issues and may struggle with managing their emotional reactions in a healthy way. Being overly emotional can lead to a number of challenges for beta females. They may struggle with making rational decisions or may act impulsively in response to their emotions. They may also struggle with regulating their emotions in social situations, which can impact their ability to form meaningful relationships. For example, if a beta female becomes easily upset or emotional during a disagreement with a partner or friend, it can cause strain on the relationship. Additionally, beta females may find that their emotions impact their ability to perform well in certain settings, such as the workplace. If they become easily overwhelmed or emotional, it can impact their ability to concentrate or be productive, leading to lower job performance. It's important for beta females to learn to manage their emotions in a healthy way. This may involve practicing self-care activities such as exercise or meditation, seeking therapy to learn coping skills, or finding ways to express their emotions in a healthy way, such as through journaling or creative outlets. By taking steps to manage their emotions, beta females can become more balanced and emotionally resilient individuals, which can improve their overall quality of life. Number 8. Avoids risk-taking. They may be reluctant to take risks or try new things. Beta females are often characterized by their reluctance to take risks or try new things. They prefer to stay in their comfort zone and avoid any situations that may be perceived as risky or challenging. They may fear failure or rejection and therefore are often unwilling to take any risks that may lead to these outcomes. Beta female may avoid pursuing a new career opportunity or starting their own business because of the fear of failure. They may stick to their current job, even if it is unfulfilling, because it feels safe and comfortable. Avoiding risk-taking can lead to missed opportunities and a lack of personal growth. By staying in their comfort zone, beta females may limit themselves from experiencing new things and reaching their full potential. It is important for beta females to recognize the value of taking calculated risks and stepping outside of their comfort zone. By doing so, they can gain new experiences, skills, and knowledge, which can help them grow personally and professionally. The key is to approach risk-taking in a strategic and calculated manner. Beta females should identify their goals and evaluate the potential outcomes of taking risks before making any decisions. They should also have a plan in place to minimize the negative impact of any potential failures or setbacks. While it may feel safer to avoid risk-taking, beta females should recognize the potential benefits of taking calculated risks and stepping outside of their comfort zone. By doing so, they can expand their horizons, gain new experiences, and reach their full potential. Number 9. Lack of ambition. Beta females may lack ambition and drive in their personal and professional lives. Beta females may lack the ambition and drive necessary to set and achieve their goals. They may be content with staying in their comfort zone and may not take the initiative to learn new skills or pursue new opportunities. This lack of ambition can lead to a lack of fulfillment and can hold them back from reaching their full potential. For example, a beta female may have a job that she dislikes but is too afraid to seek out a new job or pursue her passions because of fear of failure or rejection. She may be content with staying in her current situation even if it means sacrificing her happiness and potential for growth. It's important for beta females to recognize their lack of ambition and take steps to overcome it. This may involve setting small goals for themselves and taking action to achieve them. It may also involve seeking out mentors or role models who can inspire and motivate them to reach their full potential. Lack of ambition can hold beta females back from reaching their full potential and can lead to a lack of fulfillment in their personal and professional lives. It's important to recognize this trait and take action to overcome it in order to achieve success and happiness. Number 10. Low self-esteem. They often struggle with low self-esteem and may be overly critical of themselves. A beta female often struggles with low self-esteem, which can negatively impact many areas of her life. She may constantly compare herself to others, feeling that she is not good enough or that she does not measure up. This can lead to a lack of confidence and self-doubt, making it difficult to take risks or pursue goals. Low self-esteem can also affect relationships, as a beta female may feel insecure and dependent on others for validation and approval. This can lead to a cycle of seeking external validation and never feeling truly satisfied or fulfilled. It can also make it challenging to assert oneself or set boundaries in relationships, leading to feelings of being taken advantage of or disrespected. One example of low self-esteem in a beta female may be constantly apologizing for things that are not her fault or taking on more than she can handle in an effort to please others. She may struggle with accepting compliments or may feel uncomfortable being the center of attention. It is important for a beta female to work on building her self-esteem, which can be done through self-care, therapy, and positive self-talk. It is essential to focus on one's strengths and accomplishments rather than dwelling on perceived flaws or shortcomings. A beta female should aim to surround herself with supportive people who encourage and uplift her, rather than those who bring her down or make her feel inadequate. Low self-esteem can be a significant challenge for beta females, leading to a lack of confidence and a cycle of seeking external validation. It is essential to focus on building self-esteem through positive self-talk, self-care, and surrounding oneself with supportive people. By doing so, a beta female can overcome her insecurities and thrive in her personal and professional life. Number 11. Difficulty setting boundaries. Beta females may have difficulty setting and enforcing healthy boundaries in their relationships. Beta females often struggle with setting and enforcing healthy boundaries in their relationships. They may have a hard time saying no to requests or demands from others, leading to feelings of being taken advantage of or being treated unfairly. They may find themselves giving too much of their time and energy to others without receiving the same in return, leading to burnout and resentment. One reason for this difficulty may be a fear of conflict or rejection. Beta females may worry that setting boundaries will lead to conflict or that others will reject them if they assert themselves. As a result, they may avoid setting boundaries altogether, leading to a cycle of resentment and frustration. Another reason may be a lack of self-awareness and self-worth. Beta females may not be fully aware of their own needs and may prioritize the needs of others above their own. This can lead to a lack of self-care and self-love, which can ultimately contribute to feelings of low self-esteem and a reluctance to set healthy boundaries. It's important for beta females to recognize the importance of healthy boundaries in all areas of their lives. Setting and enforcing boundaries can help them maintain their physical, emotional, and mental health, as well as improve their relationships with others. It can also help them build their self-esteem and self-worth by recognizing their own needs and worthiness. A good way to start setting boundaries is to identify what is important to them and what they are willing to accept or not accept from others. They can then communicate their boundaries clearly and assertively, while also being open to compromise and negotiation. It's also important for them to practice self-care and self-love, and to prioritize their own needs and desires as much as they prioritize the needs of others. Beta females often struggle with setting and enforcing healthy boundaries in their relationships due to fear of conflict or rejection, a lack of self-awareness and self-worth, and a tendency to prioritize the needs of others above their own. It's important for them to recognize the importance of boundaries in all areas of their lives, to communicate their boundaries clearly and assertively, and to practice self-care and self-love. Number 12. Tendency to compare themselves to others. They may compare themselves to others and feel inferior or inadequate. Beta females often have a tendency to compare themselves to others, whether it be in their personal or professional lives. They may struggle with feelings of inadequacy and a sense that they do not measure up to others. This can be detrimental to their self-esteem and can lead to a lack of confidence in themselves and their abilities. The comparison game is a losing battle for beta females. They often compare themselves to those who are more successful, more attractive, or more accomplished in certain areas. This can lead to feelings of envy, jealousy, and a sense of being left behind. These negative emotions can be difficult to overcome and can hinder their personal growth and development. It is important for beta females to recognize that everyone has their own unique journey in life, and that it is not productive or healthy to constantly compare themselves to others. Instead, they should focus on their own goals, strengths, and accomplishments, and work towards becoming the best version of themselves. A real-life example of this could be a beta female who constantly compares herself to her friends and colleagues, feeling as though she doesn't measure up in terms of career success or personal achievements. She may feel inadequate and struggle with low self-esteem as a result. However, if she shifts her focus to her own goals and strengths, she may realize that she has accomplished a lot in her own right and can be proud of what she has achieved. Focus on their own journey and avoid the comparison trap. By doing so, they can build their confidence, improve their self-esteem, and work towards achieving their own personal goals and aspirations. Number 13. Lack of independence. Beta females may rely on others for validation and have a hard time being independent. A beta female may struggle with feeling independent and self-sufficient, often relying on others for validation and support. This lack of independence can manifest in various ways, such as needing constant reassurance. Beta females may seek constant reassurance and validation from others to feel secure and confident in their decisions. Fear of being alone. They may have a fear of being alone and feel uncomfortable spending time by themselves. This can lead to a dependency on others for emotional support and companionship. Avoiding responsibility, beta females may avoid taking on responsibility and prefer to rely on others to take care of things for them. Lack of confidence, they may lack confidence in their abilities and may feel incapable of handling situations on their own. Lack of self-motivation, they may struggle with self-motivation and find it difficult to take action without the guidance or encouragement of others. It's important for beta females to work on building their independence and self-sufficiency. This can be done by setting achievable goals and taking small steps towards becoming more self-reliant. It's also essential to recognize the value in spending time alone and learning to enjoy one's own company. By setting achievable goals and taking small steps towards becoming more self-reliant, they can work towards building their independence and self-sufficiency. Number 14. Overthinking. They may overthink situations and have a hard time making decisions. Beta females tend to overthink situations and second-guess themselves, which can make decision-making a challenge. They may ruminate on every possible outcome and struggle to make a choice, fearing that they might make the wrong one. Overthinking can lead to anxiety, stress, and indecisiveness, which can hold beta females back from achieving their goals. One common reason why beta females overthink is due to their fear of failure. They may worry that if they make the wrong decision, they will be judged or criticized by others, leading to a loss of approval or esteem. As a result, they may analyze every possible outcome and hesitate to take action, fearing the consequences. Beta females may also overthink due to their need for control. They may feel that they need to have all the information and weigh every possibility before making a decision to ensure that they are in control of the situation. This can lead to a cycle of overthinking and inaction, as they struggle to feel secure without all the answers. Overthinking can lead to a lack of productivity and procrastination. Beta females may spend an excessive amount of time thinking about a situation, which can lead to missed opportunities and a lack of progress towards their goals. Overthinking can also lead to a sense of overwhelm, as beta females may feel that they cannot handle the situation and become paralyzed by their thoughts. To overcome overthinking, beta females can try to reframe their thoughts and focus on the present moment. They can try to identify the underlying fears or beliefs that are driving their overthinking and challenge them with evidence to the contrary. They can also set boundaries for themselves to limit the amount of time they spend thinking about a situation and take small steps towards their goals to build confidence and momentum. Overthinking can be a significant challenge for beta females, leading to indecisiveness, anxiety, and a lack of productivity. By reframing their thoughts and focusing on the present moment, beta females can overcome their tendency to overthink and take action towards their goals. Number 15. Fear of failure. Beta females may have a fear of failure and be reluctant to take risks in fear of not succeeding. A beta female may be afraid of taking risks or trying new things, especially when it comes to her personal or professional life. She may have a tendency to avoid opportunities that present a chance of failure or not succeeding. This fear of failure can hold her back from reaching her full potential and achieving her goals. When a beta female is afraid of failure, she may also struggle with decision-making. She may overthink situations and have a hard time making a final decision, which can lead to missed opportunities. This indecisiveness can also make her appear less confident to others, which can negatively impact her personal and professional relationships. Another common trait of a beta female is a lack of independence. She may rely heavily on others for validation and may struggle with being alone or taking care of herself. This can make her appear clingy or overly dependent, which can be a turnoff to others. Beta females may also have a tendency to compare themselves to others, leading to feelings of inferiority or inadequacy. This can lead to a lack of confidence and self-esteem, which can negatively impact their personal and professional lives. When it comes to relationships, beta females may have difficulty setting healthy boundaries. They may have a hard time saying no or standing up for themselves, which can lead to them being taken advantage of or mistreated. This can also lead to feelings of resentment and frustration, which can further damage their relationships. While some of these traits may seem familiar or relatable to many people, it's important to recognize and address them in order to grow and develop as an individual. By building confidence, independence, and healthy boundaries, a beta female can overcome these traits and reach her full potential in all areas of life. It is important to note that the terms alpha and beta are merely societal labels and should not be used to judge or belittle individuals. We are all unique individuals with our own strengths and weaknesses, and we should focus on improving ourselves without trying to fit into a certain label. That being said, Recognizing these characteristics can help us identify areas for personal growth and development. Remember, we all have the potential to become the best version of ourselves, regardless of societal labels or expectations. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery. It's important to note that these characteristics are not necessarily negative and do not define a person's worth. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and it's important to focus on self-improvement rather than labeling oneself or others.